Let's go ahead and get some reaction from Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa, who's out in the weather garden. Good idea to have him record it, Mark.
Dillon, what a stud!
Thank you.
You're a manimal.
I think it's because it's part of my regular diet. I eat stuff like that all the time.
Probably the YouTube ones we saw, guys were curled up in fetal positions crying. And here you were doing just great. Hey, we got a great evening out here. I wouldn't do the ghost pepper, no way. That was in my younger years. Let's look at what's going on out in the weather. We do have plenty of nice blue skies right now. The high clouds are starting to come in from a wimpy storm system off to the west that has some isolated showers with it. Those will come into our area late tonight and tomorrow, but the main word is isolated. Look at these temperatures right now. We have around 70 in most spots. Flint and Saginaw both at 70 degrees, and Bay City and Mount Pleasant and Midland as well. Tonight, 66 at 7 o'clock, 62 at 8, 61 at 9, so a great evening. And the summer heat and drought took a toll on the lawn. If you have these bare spots, my weather garden tip coming up, I'm going to show you how to repair those. We'll send it back to you in the studio. Glad you're still with us, Dillon.
I'm going to have Jenny eat some of it. She's gotten a bit of a nasal issue in the last couple of days.
I'll pass.
Would clear her out.
She needs it.
I'll pass. Thank you, guys.
And now, the NBC 25 and Farm Bureau Weather Garden with Mark Torregrossa.
And good evening, my friends. Hey, a great night out here. We still have plenty of blue skies, light winds, and it's fairly warm too. This time last week we were talking about a frost. Not this week. My weather in 2 words for you: an outstanding evening is on the way. Look at the temperatures for tomorrow, and they're not bad either. Tomorrow's not quite as pretty as today, and you could get an isolated shower, but that's about it. Temperatures will start in the mid-50s, upper 60s by noon, and low 70s by 5 o'clock. Here's Futurecast showing the weak frontal system moving through, and you notice that it doesn't even show any rainfall in mid-Michigan. That tells me that a lot of spots will not even have the isolated shower that I'm talking about. But now by Thursday, the storm system kind of just stops up to our north and brings that northwesterly wind in, cools us down, and then it's going to be stuck over us as we head into the weekend. I'll show you that to you in just a moment. But like I said, in the great state of Michigan tomorrow, 2 kinds of weather patterns: 70s in the lower peninsula, 50s up through the UP. That's behind the storm system, and you can kind of see that cooler air starting to build. And when we watch the temperature trend, notice that that pocket of cooler weather drops down Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's stuck over us. Once it works out, I'm actually seeing the possibility of a significant warming trend late next week. Significant, that means temperatures could be into the 80s. 54 tonight under increasing clouds, a stray shower toward morning. Still mild tomorrow with isolated showers and 72. And here's that 7-day forecast. And like I said, 60s as we head on into the weekend, low to mid 60s, and each afternoon an isolated shower could pop up, but nothing significant, so don't change your plans. Re-roofers or roofers, just watch out because it's kind of a tricky pattern for you. Now, we had a hot, dry summer. Some spots in 6 weeks, July, early August, not a drop of rainfall, and you might have dead spots in your lawn like this. This week, I'd say the next 1 to 2 weeks is the perfect time to repair that, and then it's too late for you. So what I use is, I use a tool like this. You could use a rake, and what you want to do is just lightly scratch the soil. It helps that we had a little bit of rainfall. And then take your seed, drop it down in there, and no magical formula to how much. Normally, if you're just doing a small area, you can use more than you need. And then just lightly rake it once again to get that seed into the soil, not too deep, otherwise it won't even germinate. And you can even come and walk on it just lightly to tap it into the ground. And then the last key to this, make sure you keep it moist for a week or 2. It'll germinate, and the drought memory will just be a memory once it grows. We'll send it back to you guys. I got a little repairing of the lawn to do out here.
All right, thank you, Mark.
Thanks.
We might have even much warmer temperatures next week. And Dillon, you know, I made you eat the ghost pepper. I could pick my hops, brew up a beverage, and I can have you drink that. Does that sound like a winner?
That sounds like, that might actually be worse on TV. It might get me in a little more trouble on the pepper.
It could, but it'll be better than the ghost pepper, I guarantee.
It would go, yeah, it'd be better going down, that's for sure.
All right, thanks, Mark.